All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everyone? How are? Wait. Hold on. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everyone? How are we? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Klauser, or John D. Klauser, whichever one you prefer. This is episode 288 of this great and wonderful podcast that I do by myself, in a room by myself, probably just for myself, because it's just good practice to do. How are ya? What's up? Salutations? Doing swell? Doing well? Howdy. I don't know. So yeah, this is a great time. So what time is it? It is like 1:52 a.m. in the morning. So what happened was, so this is Saturday. I woke up super early on Saturday morning to really not do much of anything. I wrote a little bit. Then after I wrote, I watched some football, and that was great. Missouri played against KU, first rivalry game since 2011, which was spectacular. It's been too long. I don't understand. It's so funny because like you hear both sides of why it stopped, but you really don't. You really don't know why, or you really don't like. It's just so silly why they ever stopped doing that. And then, why did MU and KU stop playing football against each other? There we go. Missouri and Kansas stopped playing football against each other after the 2011 season because Missouri left the Big 12 Conference for the Southern Eastern Conference (SEC), which led to a long-standing border showdown rivalry going dormant over 14 years. The rivalry resumed September 6th with Missouri winning the game. Yeah, so I guess it's just. I guess because they left. I guess Missouri left. But anyway, so I watched that, and I had some Chinese food, which I still have leftovers of. And then after that, I was like, I'm going to do a podcast. I thought I was going to do a podcast tomorrow, but then I got a text message from my buddy. He's like, hey, I got a tea time for tomorrow at 1:15. So, that kind of put a wrench in that idea. So I was like, fuck, okay, so what should I do? So I'm like, I'm really kind of tired, so let's take a nap. So I took a nap, ended up being a 2-hour nap, which was awesome, totally worth it. And then at that point, I got up, I woke up, and I was like, fuck, and FaceTime with somebody. And then after that, I'm here, about to do this podcast. Then I'm doing this podcast. So, but yeah, we're here. Missouri won. Oh man, this week's been weird. So, on like Wednesday, I was at work and I ended up like smashing my goddamn hand. Thought I broke it. It fucking really swelled up. It's still kind of swelled up a little bit. You can tell there's like no knuckles right here. The bruising's gone down. It's just like now it's just the swelling part of it. And then it's always like, there's always moments of me, I'm like, maybe this is how my hand's going to be the rest of my life. And I'm just like, ugh, I don't want that. But we're here. Yeah, it's just a little bit swollen. Just going down a little bit. It's just like, it's like just doing a full fist. But the reason why it hurts is because it's bruised. And right there is it's just because you're swelling, so it's tight. So I'm just kind of like, gotta just let it rest. Can't do anything crazy. But I'm gonna play golf tomorrow, so it's weird. It doesn't affect my golf swing though. I know the world is weird like that. Almost like I know, but we're here. But yeah, hope we're doing great. I hope you're doing well. Swell. Yeah. So I figured out the problem. So I last week when we were trying to do the videos, we couldn't. At least I couldn't hear it through my thing. I couldn't hear it through my earphones, but I could. It was working through the program. If you guys noticed, but so I figured out the problem. It was this thing. So I used this additional little thing between two little ports. Real no reason why to. There's no reason to use it. Why to? So, but yeah. And but yeah. So I it was just dating is funny. So I'm trying to date somebody right now, and I know, right? And I am working so hard on this communication thing. Like I've realized one thing that I'm really not that good at was communicating. Shocking, right? But I do this. That's what's so funny. People talk about how like you do a podcast. How can you not be able to talk or communicate, or like when you go out in like a large group of people, you don't ever talk or say anything. It's like, well, the reason why that is, guys, is because this is where I get all it out. I get it out. I talk here. I do this here, and then I don't feel like I need to get any. This is where I get my attention. If I want attention, I get here. I get it here. I don't have to get attention talking to a bunch of people at a party or something like that. Like, I don't really want to. This is the Yawn podcast. This is the Yawn podcast. So the Juan podcast, the Yawn podcast. Anyway, I know, great, more puns. And then people are like, well, you can tell stories and stuff like that. How can you not be able to communicate this? Because telling a story is not telling your feelings, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where you guys think these things are connected, but they're not. But maybe that's where emotionally inept is, because I am what you that I can self deflect. It's not even like a self deflection. It's more of like what like a I'm like I can write a story and write some in-depth thing about that, or like a love story, but then I can't talk about my own feelings with somebody that I'm like in love with. It's because I black out, like I don't know what you were gonna call it, but I don't know. It's whatever I think it is. It's probably an excuse, and I shouldn't be doing it. So anyway, yeah, but like. Communication is key. Communication key, especially if you're doing long distance. Which I'm learning. It's like, damn it. I swear I'm not tired. I shouldn't be tired. But yeah, so I was at work and I smashed my hand. What was so crazy about that was like, so it was like these like heavy metal things, like it connects, like it's like the power source to a light, to a building, and they're like pretty big. They're like that big, and they weigh about like 20 pounds. They're fucking heavy. One just fell on my hand. Weird. Like it just like fell on my hand, and I just like, fuck, shit. So that was the thing. That sucked. Yeah, I thought I broke my hand, but it's just swollen, like I showed you guys. Like it's just a little swollen. But yeah, I think it'll be all good. I need to stop saying what else? I don't think there's anything crazy. Maybe this was a bad idea to do this podcast now. I just wanted to get this done with and over. You know how it is, guys. You know how it is. Let's see. I could be. Oh, I remember now. I knew I had a story, y'all. I knew I had a story. So, if y'all remember, or if you guys don't remember, you guys don't know. So on the 1st of the month, today's the 6th, so January 1st, the 1st of the month, I pay my car insurance. Okay, so that's I'm on auto pay. No big deal. It is what it is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Correct, Amundo? Right? So this is the funny thing that just happened to me lately. So I pay it's supposed to be on auto pay, right? So I am at work. I'm working, and then I get this text message from Geico saying that my car got declined. And I'm like, what the fuck? My car got declined. So anyway, I'm like, okay, whatever. So I called Geico, and I just Googled like their customer service number, and one of the first ones that popped up, I just called it. That's where I fucked up. We'll admit that now. We'll totally admit that now. Or I would admit that then too. Like, but that was the thing. Like, I fucked up. That's where I fucked up. I should have just gone and that's the reason why sometimes now you should just download the app and have the app on you, so then you can go there and call the customer service. Because I don't like using the app, not because it's like not user friendly. It's like I'm paying you money, a lot of money, so I feel like I should call somebody, and you can do it for me. If I should be able to just give you some sort of verification number, and that's it, done, over with, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Anyway, so I called Geico in this customer service, and so I got someone who my friend, like my friend, the ones you always see the videos of, and like their food, like their street food is like always gross. They're never wearing gloves or anything like that. They're just dirty. You know what I'm talking about. India. Anyway, so one of those things. And anyway, I was on the phone with them, and he needed my information, so I gave him like a verification information. He said, "Okay, good." And he's like, "Well, the reason why your car got declined is because our auto pay service is down right now." And I'm like, "What? It's down right now?" And so I'm like, "That doesn't make any sense." So yeah, but we have a voucher where you can pay $151 right now, and then like you don't have to. You pay $250 now because my car insurance is like $300. I'm just giving you a number, right? And so so you don't have to pay the whole thing. I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like because you've never missed a car payment or anything like that. So like you're a valid customer. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what the does this make any goddamn sense? And so like I hung up with them. I hung up, right? And then I called another guy. I downloaded the app, and then I called the phone number on the app to get customer service, paid for my bill, and I was like talking to the lady. I'm like, "Is your auto pay service down?" And she just laughed. She's like, "No, why would it be down?" I'm like, "That's what I thought. These people." She's like, "I'm glad you heard that," and was like, "That's ridiculous. That's hilarious. Why would our auto pay thing be down?" And so I paid my car insurance, and everything was done. Everything's right in the world. But I'm like, let's fuck with these people now, because you fucked with me. I'm gonna fuck your mouth hard. So what happened was that I ended up, I called them, and I ended up having this huge long conversation with the guy. I'm like asking him, like, because my bill's already paid for at this point. Already paid for. Everything's done. I have an email. I have a text message. I have verification that like my thing's paid for. I look at my bank account. The money's taken out. It's all good to go. And the thing is, like, the person I talked to, the customer service, was like someone who was an American. I know these are bad things you shouldn't say, but like at this point in this world, we live in a place where like there's a lot of those like scam videos you watch, and there's a lot of like that certain type of person. Not my fault, not your fault. Kind of like ISIS. When you go on TV and you watch right-wing TV, what's a lot of the people who are getting arrested for ISIS? A lot like people that are from countries I was born in. So, we're all getting hit in some way as a cultural person, right? Anyway, so I called them back and had this whole long conversation. I have it recorded. So at the end of this, podcast, that will be there. If you guys want to listen to it, it'll be hilarious. It'll be funny. I hope you guys check it out. yeah, that will be that. So probably, I guess, because that's like, I don't even know how long that phone call is. It's 4 seconds. Because it's so nine. I think it's like 9 minutes long. So okay. So I'll cut this podcast short after that. But anyway, I guess we should do the video of the week, right, guys? All right, here we go.
Hey, baby, one more time.
Welcome to the John Show with your hosts, John Doogie Clouser.
Ain't that funny? That's it's like, what the hell happened? Like, what the hell's going on that made you crash your car like that? Anyway, I guess that would be the end segment. Instead of doing Craigslist misconnections this week, guys, we'll do the video call. That will be the little end segment this week. But anyway, I guess, yeah. So these are all the runners up. I'll show you guys a bunch of other videos. Anyway.
Look at this, y'all. Look at this freezer. 712 hot dogs. Look at this, y'all. Look at all the bread. Look at all this. This is nothing but God, right?
Great. I love it. This is what the internet's made for. The internet, it should have been made. This is why when Al Gore was making up the internet, this is what he wanted. He wanted things like this, information of like your health, and then what is 720 hot dogs or 712 hot dogs, whatever it was, look like. That's what it looks like right there. Because I remember when we were younger, when I was young, people were like, yeah, when everyone has the internet, it's going to bring us all together because we're all going to be able to talk to each other. I came from that generation. That we really thought that there was a moment in time that we're like, yeah, like I'm going to be here and you're going to be there and we're going to be able to understand because we can communicate with each other. Not even close. Not even a little bit. We argue so much more now. It's hilarious. Anyway, so next video. Here's the next video.
How do you say tomorrow in Spanish? Mañana. What about morning? Mañana. What? How do you say spider? Araña. And skill? Maña. And spider web? Telaraña. So how do you say tomorrow morning the spider will skillfully weave the web? Mañana en la mañana la araña con maña teje la telaraña.
It's been a while since I found a video that really made me laugh that much. That was it. That was the video that made me laugh. So I laughed so hard at that. I laughed so hard at that video.
I just wanted to make a comment about all you people that get out there and start driving like idiots and don't pay attention to where you're going. You never know what biker that is that you may be trying to run off the road. I can tell you a lot of people that ride are military. I can also tell you even more people that ride are packing. Watch where you're going. Watch what the fuck you're doing. And don't be starting to fight or writing a check with your mouth that your ass can't cash. Because some of us don't give a shit and don't have a problem going hands-on.
Damn right. See, don't fuck with people. Dude, I need to tell you about the road rage story I had the other week. It's all accumulating, you know what I mean? Accumulating. thought I deleted it. I thought I deleted it. Yeah. Yeah. I totally sent it. I just forgot to send a text message to somebody. Communication, right? But yeah, it's everything's all collecting. But like the what's I talking about? See, I have the worst ADHD. I was mostly just afraid I deleted that conversation I had with that person, that scam person. But anyway, this guy. Okay, so I was going to go play golf. This was so fucked up about it, and I was about to go. I was in the left lane, and this guy like went by me on the right lane and honked his horn, and it went off. I'm like, okay, we're gonna play this game. So I just followed him for about 20 minutes, right on his ass. I got up to like 85 miles an hour, and I just rode him, and it got to the point where like then he rode the double, like the dashed white line to go off on an exit or to stay on the highway. And I knew at that point, I'm like, I won, because I was like, oh, he's scared because he's trying to freak me out. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to let him go. That was the most craziest thing I've done in a while. So anyway, yeah, so here is the next video.
Hi guys, I just want to say the eggplant always belongs in the taco. So remember that. Yes.
Always remember that. Well, we're going to have 2 Spanish videos. All right, here's the next video.
¿Qué tranza? ¿Qué rollo con el pollo, mija? ¿Qué rollo con el pollo? Acá anduvieras, mira, con tu gordito pecho peludo, aquí en mis brazos y en el agua bien.
Okay. All right, guys. So I told you, yeah. So I think this is where the video is going to end. I'm going to plug in the conversation with the scam person right now. Hope you guys enjoy that. Thank you guys so much for watching this week. This week was weird because it's like I had a segment without having a segment. Anyway, wash your hands. Look both ways. Look out for deer. Tell your parents I said hi. All right. Good night.